Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Final Fantasy Tactics. This is going to be a bit of a weird one, because you may have remembered me mentioning last time that for one of these quests that I want to do, I need 500,000 gil, and I do not have that, obviously. So I mentioned there were some ways for me to do it. I meant to do it kind of in my free time yesterday, but I didn't really have the time to. So we're going to do it now. I'm just going to cut it out. But just to kind of show the process for exactly what I'm doing here. Let's make sure I can even get it. Yeah, we already have it, actually. Allows the unit to claim a creature's carcass by defeating it with the standard attack command. So that is what we are going to be doing. Basically what that does is, you've seen some areas that we've gone to, there's a few towns. I know for a fact, I believe Dorter is one. I say I know for a fact and then I believe, but yeah, Poacher's Den. An establishment where carcasses can be processed into new items or sold. Certain settlements, you will find a Poacher's Den where creature carcasses can be processed into items or sold. Processing carcasses requires a fee, but you can acquire items not available for purchase from any outfitter.
A customer? It's your first time, is it?
I actually forgot you can process them into items, admittedly. Like, I completely forgot we can process them into items. I remember doing this for money because it's extremely good cash.
Mayhap you're not aware, but we deal in monster carcasses. Not only that, but we make wares of them for sale. Normally, you need to poach a creature and bring me its carcass. Lucky for you, I'm feeling generous. Yeah. Take this.
I probably should have done this earlier. This is one of those things I haven't interacted with much in tactics. I got a chocobo carcass.
To get one, you'll need somebody who knows how to poke. Once you've got this, the going rate for Phoenix down, for example, is 300 gil. But bring me a chocobo carcass, and I'll charge you mere 150 for the very same. Pluck it before your eyes, if it pleases. Of course, the wares I can produce depend on the carcasses you supply. You're welcome to bring me whatever you find. So, go on. Give it a try. Anything I can help you with today?
Okay, so yeah, basically the whole gist of this is you can sell the carcasses for cash, which is a good way to get money if you need it. But also rare carcasses, which I believe there's an achievement tied to getting rare carcasses. But rare carcasses give you even better things. So the carcass of a poached chocobo used to produce a tuft of phoenix down. Don't really care.
Is that all?
But it's better. I'll just take the phoenix down.
Something else?
It's better than what we would get otherwise. But now what we do is one, I make sure I actually equip this on someone. So they need to kill the monster with the attack command. And I'm trying to think of who would be the best for that. Maybe Agrius. Mustadio I'm probably going to put in just to level up some more. I'll put it on Agrius. Actually, wait, you don't have enough... Oh wait, no, you barely have enough to learn Poach. Okay, so... Yeah, Agrius it is. We'll throw it on you.
What is it?
Also Agrius... Knight... Have you completely finished this off yet? You have now. We've mastered our first class. Agrius is a master knight, so I could technically turn you into anything I want now and just have you kind of do whatever, because you can equip swords with that, so I don't really know what I would want you on. Thief could be kind of funny. I think our physical attack goes down, yeah, pretty good amount. But, I could put like equipped sword or something on. Oh wait, yeah, we don't want that right now. I mean, obviously I want you on a class that you might get some useful things from. And this gives you movement, so sure, just stay on that class, I suppose. We don't need Holy Sword on though, so take something else. Take Speechcraft. So let's see.
After all, in particular,
want to get you a dagger. Agrius is going to become a master thief. I'm
catch your
sure she's
eye.
very, very excited about this.
Are you
Alright, I'll just
happy?
take an air
May
knife,
I come?
thank you. And let's give that to you, air knife. Want some stuff that would increase your damage, so let's grab that off of Orlando. So you can actually hurt things for a more decent amount. Okay, cool. So that's set up. We have Poach now there. Rafa, you're on White Mage, and I kind of like you still being on that.
What is it?
Remza, is there anything else I would want to learn with you? We can grab Equip Katana, so the only thing we're missing from Samurai is that... Is there another class I would want you to kind of level up on? Don't really know. Like, I'm kind of running out of things for Remza to do, if I'm going to be real. I could just change you into a thief too, and let you get a bunch of XP in this fight as well, or JP rather.
Feels good.
Take those. I do need another air knife, I suppose. Because,
Looking for
yeah,
after all in particular.
getting this finished off
Are
in
you
kind of a
happy to
random
me?
battle
May
will
I
be very useful. Sorry, I know this is
Yes.
a lot of inventory management, but... and you'll be double-handing the knife, so that will do extra damage. You have first strike, metal, movement. Okay. So that'll be good. I did see somebody mention on a previous video that, yeah, when I raise someone's faith with the speech command, they take more
Yes.
magic damage. I do know that.
Me?
Sometimes it might not seem like I do, but I do. So yeah, probably what I'll do is I'll throw in Agrius, Rihanna, Rafa, Remza, and Mustadio into a fight, and we'll see what we can grab. I don't even really know the best spot to go for some of these things. I'm guessing some of the later areas probably have, like, better stuff. That's probably a Chocobo hotspot. I'm gonna go to Mount Germinus, though, and hope that we run into some good things over there. And this will also be an opportunity for me to kind of grind in a way as well, so... We'll see what we get. I'll just show the battle for, just to see what enemies we're fighting. Ooh, dragons! Those might actually be good. I don't know what equipment exactly we get from them, but 4 dragons is probably pretty nice. So yeah, that's a good thing. So
Wherever I'm needed.
we'll throw the squad in here, as I
I am
mentioned,
ready.
and
Of course.
just try to win. Mostly, that's the main
My
thing,
turn,
I
is it?
think.
No!
What? I did not realize that was the thing that could even happen. So, just a little bit of context here, because I'm not gonna show everything that just happened there, but I did make a little bit of a mistake and got Remza hit by one of Rafa's attacks. But the more important thing is, I moved Remza in front of this archer that was aiming, specifically so that it would hit Remza instead of one of my characters back here, because Remza had like 300 HP at the time. But Remza preempted the attack with first strike and canceled it. I did not realize you could do that with like charges that were hitting you by accident. So that's really interesting. I had no idea that was a thing. I've never seen that happen before. It was a weird set of circumstances that led to that. I mean, it makes a ton of sense, but I've just never seen it. Okay, this is also interesting. A little bit of explanation about poaching here. Carcasses are classed as either normal or rare. Both types can be processed into items, with rare carcasses resulting in superior wares. Obtained a red dragon carcass, so it's not a rare one or anything, but we'll see what we can do with it. Ooh, I mean, that's kind of juicy, I guess. Sure, let's grab that. Let's grab that for you. Pretty much done with the fight now. Just waiting on a few final things to shake out here. Should be able to just cast Protect here. trying to get a little bit more JP and stuff on some of the characters that need it. But another thing I did want to note was when collecting these, if you accidentally, like if you kill the enemies while you're trying to get rid of them, you can just revive them and then kill them again, and that counts, basically, as poaching them. I don't know why you can't just pick the bodies up off the ground, you know, after you've done your job. But, yeah, that isn't how it works. So, we're doing okay. This thing's about to die. Mustadio constantly keeps getting brought back to life just to die again. You know. The normal things. I did restart the fight to give people Phoenix Downs and stuff because I was pretty sure this was going to be a difficult fight dealing with 4 dragons. So, and being limited to thieves made that a little bit harder, so wanted to make sure we took care of that. But yeah, everybody got a pretty good amount of JP, and I might do another one of these fights, so we probably should end this one soon. Let's just pre-cheat you, Rafa. There you go. And you can just cure me. But I don't think that's going to actually go through because we need to kill you. I am going through my Phoenix Downs here, so I probably ain't gonna have to rebuy some of those, but I don't really remember how much money you get from these things. But I remember when I was a kid doing it a lot because it apparently gave you okay cash. But we'll see. Errands might be the better way for me to gain some money here, but I just wanted to interact with this a little bit. We do get a flat 25k just for doing it at all without even trading the corpses in. So let's go see about this because I've got to get back to a place where I can trade things in anyway. But also, let's get our rewards here. Probably want like steel armor and stuff. Looks good to me. Who else? You. This I'm very excited about. Target level. So currently I have multiple of 5. I want another one of these. Multiple of 4 might be good. Could also get target elevation. Oh, but wait, I wanted accrue JP on movement. Is that really that needed, though? Honestly, I don't even think it is. I don't even think it's that needed. I think I would rather have more triggers. So I'm gonna go multiple of 4, and then we'll grab target elevation too. I know I was just saying I wanted this, but it's fine. I want to have more ways to actually target people. That's good. White Mage, God, do we have a lot for you. I'm gonna go ahead and get re-raised since it's one of the most expensive things, and then I'll grab Kiraga as well. But you're well on your way to being quite a good White Mage, Rafa. And yes. Mustadio, I do have enough to get what I wanted. Equip guns. So we could do that now. We could work on that. Like putting you on a different class and just equipping you with 2 guns. Like I could put you back on Machinist now and just do, or not Machinist. Like I could put you on Knight, Archer, and just hand you a gun, which is funny to me. And once again, I mentioned the idea of putting you on Ninja and seeing if it'll let you dual wield guns. Because it cannot. Oh wait, no. Yeah, cannot dual wield. Cannot wield 2-handed. Okay. It does specify it right there. I should have checked that earlier, but yeah, once again, I just want Mustadio to be able to equip guns, whatever class he is, so that seems like an okay use of that for me. But, okay, that's done. Let's see about some of these.
That's the spirit.
The behemoth.
Right then.
'Twas a stiff challenge, to be sure, but our efforts were rewarded. The whole thing was a huge success.
The behemoth had taken up residence in the mountains near Bravania and had begun to hunt increasingly close to human settlements. Not only had the monster attacked livestock, it also killed Cassandra, the owner of a nearby farm, and some 30 others. We were successful in our efforts to slay the beast and bring it into its rampage. After the battle, we prayed with Imon for the souls of the victims before returning home.
Twas a great...
I'd consider that a job well done.
1494. Oh my god, that was not a lot of money. That was not worth it. I mean, we saved somebody. You know, I like that part. But yeah, I might, in between this episode and the next one, do like a lot of this off screen, but kind of just to show,
Twas fine,
you know, exactly what it's all about.
You won't hold back on the praise now, will you?
We answered the Yardro Salvage Guild's call for divers. Lured by the guild's claim of good coin for little effort, we quickly found it to be just the opposite. We were worked from early morning till late night for a pittance, but at the very least we learned that when something sounds too good to be true, it often is.
I'd consider that a job.
15,000, not bad.
Right then.
It was a monumental success. Our fortune could not have been greater.
Took part in a mining expedition sponsored by Thompson Traders, a Yardrow outfitter. People from all walks of life joined the crew, seeking an authentic mining experience. We had the good fortune to strike a rich vein of adamantite, as well as other valuable minerals. That said, mining is no easy task, but every participant seemed to have a fulfilling, if exhausting, time.
I'd consider that. Will that be all? Come back soon.
Okay.
A
New
warm
errand,
rest,
though.
spirit. Would
Second
you have
mining
in mind?
expedition.
How
Send
many
the crew
days
in
will you allow for
here.
this one? Anyone? No, you didn't
There you
know.
go. I hired you people from a warriors guild just to send you on mining expeditions. I hope you're happy.
You're interested then?
Historic Revolt. Lately I've been seeing a large number of youngsters digging for something in the mountains. I wish I knew what they were up
You've
to.
some news. Right then.
The task was a great success. I can only attribute it to proper planning and preparation.
Thank you, Gilbert. For 5 days, 30 students of the Ivalice Military Institute had confined themselves to an ancient, half-excavated mountain temple outside of town. It seemed this was in protest against harsh corporal punishments received at the hands of their instructors. Though we were able to defuse the situation, a local knightly order then took matter in hands, purging the old faculty and announcing a new administration. Several educators have since accused the knights of acting in haste. Interesting.
Since we embarked on this undertaking, I feel we've come on by leaps and...
There's more to tell you. We
Moppet
even unearthed
bread?
a strange artifact.
A treat beloved by children since ancient times. Yeah, that is Moppet, what that is, I believe. The secret to making these bite-sized loaves of bread has been all but forgotten. The scroll contains the last known copy of the
Fine
recipe.
treasure. Congratulations. You're
Hey,
standing as a treasure hunter. has
I'm a level
improved.
6 treasure hunter.
I'd consider that.
11,000 is not bad. Short-term tutor, private magic tutor for the 10 days until my son's examination. Pay based on the son's score.
How many days will you allow for this?
Well, how about
Anyone?
3
Will
tutors?
that be come?
Okay. So we took care of a little bit of that. Let's just get back to Daughter and see what is going on
Greetings.
here. Poacher's Den.
You can trust me.
So what can I get? I can get a jade armlet, cashmere, or sortilege? Interesting. I don't want either of those, that's for sure. This, though, a perfume with a rich redolence that gives the sensation of being enveloped by potent blessings. While equipped, grants protect and shell. Huh. That's kind of interesting. I mean, it's not super needed. It basically just gives you wall permanently. But, Save the Queen does half of that, and it's not a piece of equipment. Like, accessories are just too
What are you
good.
selling?
So, I do think I'll sell these. So yeah, pretty good cash. You obviously want to aim for the more rare ones. But...
Need something? Let's see.
I don't know, that almost feels like it
Is
could
that
be a
all?
waste.
You can
Like,
trust
this is
me.
a unique thing. You know what, let's just get it. It's unique.
Right.
Let's grab it.
Is that all?
And then I'll just sell
Alright.
these.
This is
So,
very
the money is good. It's
This
not
is more
amazing, but
Is
it's
that all?
good.
Thank.
So, yeah, we have one of those now. That's pretty neat. Let's check in
Welcome.
on this so
You're
I can send
interested
off
then?
another errand. Terribly
errand?
shy. Oh yeah,
Right then.
The
Catadona.
task was a resounding success. So much so that I can barely contain my excitement.
Over the approximately 10 days we spent with Catadona, a young woman of 9 and 10, we saw improvements in her speaking ability that can only be described as remarkable. Only a few days passed, she entered her debut oratory contest and won. With the eyes of the audience upon her, she had this to say: "Until very recently, I was so shy I couldn't even talk to other people, but after being taught the basics of conversation, I'm not afraid. We need but face our fears. Watching from the wings, we were overcome with pride."
I'd consider that.
Okay, 6K. I'll take it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything new down here, so I really need to find another errand to send people on.
Welcome. That's the spirit. Will that be done?
Can you just look without... there's like the settlements menu, locations, errands. Oh, okay, here we go. This is very helpful. So there's 2 in Lasalia. So yeah, I've been running around doing this. I just now thought, I'm like, oh, I bet you can just do this. But yeah, Lasalia has some. So let's go over here.
Want to earn some gil?
Ducal disaster. Calling all brave adventurers, the son of a certain duke, a relation to the king of Ivalice, no less, has been abducted by a person or persons unknown and must be rescued. Interested parties can put their names forward forthwith. You will be compensated. Yeah, because we have a lot of people to send. Alright, Cries in the Dark.
How many days will you allow? Anyone? I'll see.
And that one's night after night, disquieting moans can be heard coming from an old dwelling.
Anything else I can
Oh
help you
god,
with?
hiccup, please.
Thanks.
Holy. That came out of nowhere. Alright, so I am going to go get into another fight really quickly. I'm not sure what I would want to aim for, because I went to this place because I knew they would have dragons. But, there is another area that has something else that I might want to get. So this area down here often has, mind flayers, in my experience. And they might have good stuff that they drop for us. I'll distinctly know which one's the terrible ones, because there's some that aren't that bad and some that are, but I have so much experience fighting these damn things. Well, there's one of them, but it's not what it's... No, it's a squid kraken, so that's not the scary one. So this honestly isn't even a scary fight at all. But, yeah, if they're wearing, like, red robes, then they're the scary ones, because that's straight up a mind flayer, and they have some really nasty things. But, yeah, this shouldn't be too rough of a fight. We'll wrap this up pretty quickly, I think. Okay, I think that's it for this fight. Honestly, the most annoying part about that was chasing down that red chocobo. That was more of a pain than I thought it was going to be, admittedly. Because once it got low health, it just flew away, and yeah. But that should be a pretty good amount of things that we can learn. Steel weapon we'll grab for you. My arithmetician can now get... Alright, I'll get the accrue JP for you now. And then... target level. Could be nice. Agrius, you, I mostly wanted to get movement plus 2-1. And that's kind of all I super care about getting here. Although there is some pretty funny stuff I could do with Agrius if I level Thief up some more, so we'll stick with that for the moment. White Mage. Let's get you Holy and Esena, because I keep getting mad that I don't have that. And Mystadio on order. Let's just grab a few things here. Not really too fussed about it. Could be fun to make you like a bard, but I would have to, yeah, level up your summoner class as well. Alright, let's see what I can get. I think Wargilus has, yeah, Poacher's Den. Alright, what do we get? Mage Master, oh wow, this is garbage. Okay, yeah, those are not worthwhile at all.
This is my offer.
That was a massive waste. Even the red chocobo. I kind of thought the red chocobo would be a little bit better.
This is my offer.
But yeah, that was a complete and utter waste of time. But like I said, I don't really know much about this, so... This is going to be a very weird episode. Let's go do some of this. Let's go do some of this. I believe, if I remember correctly, I mean, I guess this is interesting for people that don't know. I believe in the original game, like the original translation, that ability was called Secret Hunt, which I always thought was weird.
It was a glowing success.
We attended Duchess Cupper's residence to tutor her son Michael, a boy of 1 in 10 in the way of magics. We were later delighted to learn that Michael not only passed the Garland magic exam, he did so with a perfect score, becoming only the 2nd child in history to do so. Given this fact, even the sizable payment we received seems rather stingy, but Michael's smile when he heard the news was worth more than any tens of thousands of gil. 13,000. Okay, I'll take that. And we're running out of these. Second mining.
We've returned and have good news to share. The job was a success beyond our wildest dreams.
We took part in another mining expedition sponsored by Thompson Traders, a Yardrow outfitter. The first trip proved popular, prompting the company to hold a second in only a short period of time. Even more participants attended than the first, and the location was moved to a more challenging mine. One of the younger participants, Gaudi, a boy of 9, happened upon a vein of ore that resulted in rich pickings for all. Why are 9-year-olds allowed to participate in mining expeditions?
And one more thing.
Where are the labor laws?
We also came into possession of this unusual item.
Ooh.
Pray, look upon it.
Blue materia. These stones, developed by the ancient Sphyronians, said to enhance the abilities of the possessor. Blue materia is believed to augment supportive traits.
I'd consider that.
Yeah. Thank you. Alright, and we have one more to grab from over here.
Good day to you. That's the spirit.
Ducal disaster.
Right. The task concluded with great success. 'Tis truly a blessing.
The son of an unnamed duke had been kidnapped, and we worked under the direction of the Lasallian city guard as we assisted with the search. The city guard had conducted a thorough investigation already and had located the hideout of the suspected culprits. We stormed their den and rescued the duke's son, Papal, not Papal. The kidnappers, 3 in number, expressed strong anti-aristocratic sentiments and said they wish to see the nation's class system abolished. Yeah, I mean,
I'd consider that.
fair, very fair.
You've some right then.
It was a complete success in
Okay.
every sense. 'Twas like a dream come true.
We headed to an old house on the outskirts of Lasalia to investigate the cause of some unsettling cries. We began to hear the sounds late that night, which seems to be emanating from a room on the 2nd floor. Upon entering the room, we found a single doll crying in the pitch blackness. Locals told us that the house's former residents had died in a blaze some 10 years past. We all gathered at the house and said prayers for those departed souls. Thereafter, the house was quiet
I,
again.
for one,
We did an exorcism.
Anything
Nice.
else? Thank you.
New errands.
Want to earn some gil?
Young Lord Papal, calling all brave adventurers, son of a certain duke, relation to the king of Ivalice, desires a dragon's tooth. Anyone procuring such a tooth will receive
Who's
a
going?
reward. Alright, we can work
How
on
long will you
that.
commit for? Any else? No, you didn't come
I am
back?
starting to get very hungry, and I've been recording for an hour. This doesn't feel like it's enough stuff that we've done this episode, but, so Egros has an errand, Zeltenia has many. Let's go over to Zeltenia
Good day to you. That's
and
the
send
spirit.
our people off on some errands. Rana Strait. Long ago, another dredging
Who are you
ship
sending?
task. Sure.
How many
That
days
works.
will you allow? Any? Hurry.
There you go. Dredge work. Now hiring
What'd you
divers.
have in
Oh
mind?
my god. I feel like every mission in this game is either mining or
How many
dredging.
days will you allow for anyone?
And sometimes we tutor a kid. Zero. I recently received the following note from Zero, a no-good burglar whose exploits are causing mayhem. Dearest Baron Barthundra, I come to steal your riches. Love, Zero, Master Thief.
Who's going?
Please stop the man.
How long will you
guess.
commit for this? Anyone?
And missing boy. Someone please look for my son. He disappeared several days ago. He was wearing a yellow hat, blue breeches, and a
Who'd you
red
have in
doublet.
mind? How many
Alright.
days?
Oop, not you, Rihanna.
How many days? Understand? Will that be? Come
Cool.
back.
Do I want to... So I'm probably going to leave, now that we've seen it in action a little bit and what carcass collecting and stuff looks like, I'll probably leave that for next time. The trade cities, I believe, are the ones that also,
How does
yeah.
the day find? Oh, come on.
Oh wait, yeah, I already did this. But yeah, I believe I'll leave more of that for me to do off-screen, and I'll just we'll have a bounty of carcasses for next time, and we can see what we can do with that. I might also take the opportunity to like train up Cloud as well, since it could be interesting to use Cloud. So maybe that's something I'll do. I don't know. Leveling my characters up, a lot of them are very low level, like Rihanna and stuff, so it's not a bad idea to level them up and kind of catch everybody up to speed. But, yeah. Question now becomes, what do I want to do with the rest of this episode? Why don't we read, this? This is going to be a very weird episode, like I mentioned, but...
much sweating.
Let's go for it. You know, we're late. Everybody that wanted to leave the playthrough has already left the playthrough. I can do what I want. Within the next few days, we made it to the island where we suspected the City of Gold, Calix Thuahan, once flourished. Upon our arrival, we gathered together to discuss how we should proceed. And that is where we are. We've confirmed there are 8 islands in the area. This is where the Gloria is, in the exact center of this circlet of islands. Let us refer to this as the central point. It will cost 100 HP to move from the central point to another region. We can proceed to one of the following: northwest, northeast, southwest, or southeast. Each area has 2 islands. Moving from one island to another will cost an additional 100. Due to the storm clouds that populate the sky, flying from the northwest to the northeast or from the southwest to the southeast consumes significantly more fuel. I am not going to remember that if you don't give me a map. Each trip will cost 300 HP. To avoid this, the best solution would be to return to the central point before moving to the next island. While what you propose is efficient, what of us not being able to land? These islands are not too vast. We should be able to cover each of them in about a day. It will take about 500 HP for us to keep the ship aloft while we conduct our search. Let's ready for departure, everyone. In position. Okay, let's see if we can find it. So this is kind of like the other thing. We've made it to the central point. What would you like us to do next? Check the cassive. Okay. We made it to the central point. What would you like us to do next? Check HP costs. Following activities will reduce your HP. Yeah. Firing main cannon, searching island, damage to ship, repairing ship. Be careful. Yeah, I'm not going to succeed at this. If I had more visualization, it would be easier, but let's move. Captain, we can travel to any island from this point. They are all equidistant from where we are, so the amount of fuel needed will remain the same. Where would you like to go? South. Captain, to the southeast are the island of Ea and Poseidon's Reef. To the southwest are Balnavarben and the Isle of Lostrog. Let us go to the southeast. Where in the southeast would you like to go? Isle of Ea. Captain, we have arrived above the Isle of Ea. What would you like to do? Explore. Okay. What is this going to look like? Logbook, Isle of Ea. We descended on the Isle of Ea, hoping to find and uncover the City of Gold. According to ancient legend, this is where the first woman came into existence. It is a myth of yore, originating from a time when men still believed in the overgods. In this area of technomancy, such stories carried over from the old world seem like little more than fairy tales. As we were making our way back to the Gloria, I spotted a small sanctuary obscured by a cliff. While decrepit on the outside, inside was a plethora of exquisite treasures. There we discovered a pair of enormous cerulean-stained doors. We had no way of opening them, so we simply left them be. Cerulean doors. Move to a neighboring island. Poseidon's Reef is closest to where we are now. A bit beyond it is the Isle of Abronia. Poseidon's Reef. Captain, we have arrived above Poseidon's Reef. What would you like to do? Explore. Okay, what's this one have? So if we need a blue door, we return to that place down at the bottom right. We descended on Poseidon's Reef, hoping to uncover the City of Gold. It is said that this island was named after the god of the seas, Poseidon. Perhaps, however, it is the other way around, and the god himself was named after the ancient magical kingdom of Poseidium that once resided here. As we were making our way back to the Gloria, I spotted a small temple hidden away in a cave. While decrepit on the outside, inside was a plethora of exquisite treasures, once again. There we discovered a pair of enormous obsidian-colored doors. We have no way of opening them. Okay, cerulean and obsidian on the bottom right. Return to the central point. We have made it to the central point. What would you like to do next? Move. We're going east again. North. This is a very slow and clunky way of doing this, but I understand why, given this is a PS1 game, but this would have been very interesting to do when I was a kid. Northeast are the Marzian Isle and the Isle of Abronia. We want to go northeast. Where is in the northeast would you like to go? Marzian? Captain, we have arrived above the Marzian Islet. What would you like to do? Explore. Alright, what does this one have? There's like doors on every island, it seems, so far. But not much else changes. We descended on the Marsian islet, hoping to uncover the city of gold. This was once home to the Lilliputians, a race of small folk. They were happy and peaceful people, that is until Calix Thuahans arrived. We were making our way back to the Gloria. I spotted a small sanctuary. Yeah, same thing. Scarlet. Okay. God, maybe I should be writing this down. Actually. Maybe I should be writing this down. Have like a little compass and just say like where each door is, basically. So let's do this and then say red, blue, obsidian. Okay. That works. So now I've written that down. That might be needed for helping to solve this. Move to a neighboring island. Abronia is closest. A bit beyond it is the Isle of Delights. Let's go to Abronia. Captain, we have arrived above the Isle of Abronia. What would you like to do? Explore! Alright, Abronia. What do you have? So we've done like half of them in this episode. We descended upon Abronia, hoping to uncover the city of gold. That noise. Times past, when men believed in the overgods, they searched fervently for the Isle of Abronia. It is here that the hallowed forbidden fruit could supposedly be found. Making our way back to the Gloria, small temple, decrepit, and silent plethora, a pair of enormous scarlet stained doors. Wait. So there's 2 reds? There's 2 red doors. There. Okay, return to the central point. Okay, that's weird. Made it to the central point. What would you like to do next? Stop reading. Because that's probably an end of an episode. So there's 2? I don't think I accidentally chose the same one twice. I hope not. Well, I had to straight up swap between them, so no, I don't think that's the case. Alright. Well, hope you've enjoyed. And I will see you next time for some more.